What up? What's going on, everybody, man? You guys already know who it is. It's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. So I'm gonna be real brief on this video right here, man. We discussing the National Football League, man. Listen, first of all, before I even get into all the details of everything like that, you guys know who I rock with, right? The Washington Redskins. No. The Washington Football Team. No. The Washington Commanders. What a perfect preseason that was. We know preseason ain't, yeah, I mean, it's not really what it's not what it's really cracked up to be. But then again, it is, especially when you have a new OC in the building, a first year starter, second year player in Sam Howell. And, you have to learn new terminology, a new system, and everything like that. And also, building a chemistry with your key and core players. What I must say that I've learned from the Commanders, from the offense side of the football this preseason, is consistency from the quarterback position. It did not matter who was in the lineup. The offense looked very consistent. The passing game, you see a lot of the pieces moving around. It seems that Eric Bieniemy is getting the ball in the hands of his playmakers in space to have an opportunity to make a big play, which is very key when you're talking explosive type of offenses. The weapons that the Commanders have on the offense side of the ball, when you look in the backfield with B-Rob, Gibson in the backfield, change of pace backs. One can go downhill, one can go downhill and catch out the backfield. Robinson said he doesn't get the credit, but he looks forward to catching the ball out of the backfield as well. We shall see. He's another year removed from being shot, unfortunately, here in a carjacking accident. So he appears a lot stronger and has been said that he looks 100%. And he has said himself that he feels 100%, which is great for the offense. When you're talking Logan Thomas, whenever he gets back healthy, and Hodges and those guys at the tight end position, we have a multitude. No Travis Kelce's. Let's not mistake that. But at the same time, we have a variety of different type of tight ends, and I seen them moving around. And then of course you got Terry McLaurin on the outside, along with Jahan Dotson, who I believe is going to have a breakout year this year. And then you got Curtis Samuel and De'Ami Brown, which is Sam Howell's favorite guy, considering that they went to North Carolina with each other and played there together. And defensive side of the ball, I don't want to rave too much about the Commanders because this is a video about the National Football League. Some key surprises that I see going into this year. And then my coworker, man, he gets on me a lot about this because of the fact that he is still a nation. So shout out to all you still a nation fans out there. But I do have them as a surprise. They look really sharp and fluent during the preseason. Kenny Prickett, and the wide receiver that they have, looking like they forming Pickens. They're forming a tandem. The preseason, like I said, they look very smooth and fluent. You got Najee Harris back there. You already know what that defense brings to the table, and you already know what the coaching staff and Coach Thomason brings to the table. So they're going to be really prepared and going to appear to be a force in the AFC North. Speaking of the AFC North, you got Deshaun Watson. He looked really good during the preseason. Second year, playing again. He missed the first 11 last year. Played towards the end of the season. He's had a full off season with the team, learning the playbook, learning his teammates, just getting himself back to himself, and He looks like himself. Cleveland could be a very, very scary team in that division. Of course, you can't leave the division without talking about the former NFL MVP, Lamar Jackson. Though you did not see him during the preseason, but you can see the offense, the new offense around Baltimore. Obviously, he has a lot of new toys, a lot of new weapons on the offense side of the ball. That should also be interesting. The series, let's go to the East, where you got Buffalo. Of course, Buffalo is Super Bowl or bust. It's been that way for at least the last 2-3 years now. Buffalo hasn't really made any significant changes. They have a few pieces that they added. But breaking news, Damar Hamlin has made the 53-man roster. Did he make that roster because he balled out, or did he make the roster so it would not be a PR backlash? I mean, you got to consider what happened to Damar Hamlin last year. Bless that young man. Glad that he's able to be running around on the field and being able to participate in drills and even contact drills. Just amazing to see him out there and being able to be around his teammates. Did the Buffalo Bills feel as though that they held on to Damar Hamlin because they know what kind of player that he is, or in the back of their mind, do they have the fear that, hey man, we don't really know how this is going to pan out. If we release him, of course you're going to get the media backlash the way that I'm sure that you guys do not want. But shout out to Damar Hamlin for getting and working himself and the staff and everyone that played a major role in that young man's recovery process. He's back on the field. And now, also, you never can count out Bill Belichick. I mean, I'm just going around the whole league. You know what I'm saying? Never can count out Bill Belichick. I'm interested to see what Ezekiel Elliott does with the New England Patriots. How will he be used? How will he help that offense, from the veteran side, being able to just, help coach up some of those guys over there and, have some leadership. Bill Belichick is known to have those type of guys in the locker room, so that should be very interesting as well. You got the New York Jets on a series that Aaron Rodgers had, hooking up with his new weapon, and he looked good, man. They look good. Who knows what the Jets can be, with those weapons that they do have. If the offensive line can hold up, actually, it shall be very interesting to see what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. And then on the West, man, Russ looked like, he's going to be in bounce back mode after having for really, really a horrendous season, probably his worst season in the NFL that he had last year. And now he has a wizard, calling the plays and coaching the team, and Sean Payton. Sean Payton obviously was tied with Drew Brees for many, 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 many years. And Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame quarterback, broke endless records there in New Orleans. So that is a very interesting story to follow throughout the NFL season. And, you got the Raiders. And then you got the defending Super Bowl champion. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. No Eric Bieniemy, but, you still have one of the greatest coaches of all time in Andy Reid, and right now the best quarterback in football in Patrick Mahomes. Flip side, now we're going to the NFC. I spoke about the Commanders. The NFC East is always a tough division. You guys have to understand. Dallas Cowboys is always going to be considered the favorite. They have a monster defense. They have an offense that has weapons. It's all up to Dak Prescott to see what Mr. Dak Prescott is going to do, and to put heat under his tail and put fire in the quarterback room. They traded for former San Francisco first round pick Trey Lance. I believe he went number 3 in the draft. Yes, they traded for Trey Lance. Maybe that sparks a fire underneath Dak Prescott. And then you got the NFC representative in the Super Bowl, the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're coming. They drafted them Georgia boys on that D-line. and they got just weapons all around the field. You know, Devontae Adams and Brown, and of course Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Eagles are, where they are. They were one couple plays away from being Super Bowl champs. Of course, they look forward to getting back there. Then you got the New York Football Giants. Surprised a lot of teams last year. I don't think they surprised anybody this year. I think the head coach has done a phenomenal job with that team and revamping the New York style of play. And don't be surprised. And the surprise teams, of course, you got the Detroit Lions. Everybody's raving about the Detroit Lions, considering what they were doing towards the end of the season and how they ended Green Bay Packers season and a few additions on that team. We shall see how they, pan out. San Francisco is, rolling with Mr. Purdy at the quarterback, and they got Andy Dalton and stuff like that. So San Fran has a defense right now. Just trying to figure out what's up with Nick Bosa, what they're going to do as far as his contract situation. But other than that, San Francisco is always in the play. Yeah, man, the rookie over there. I forgot about the other rookie in Houston. I'm not expecting Houston to ball out this year. I expect them to win maybe 5 games this year tops. But I expect them to be competitive with DeMeco Ryans out over there. And he has gave the keys to the rookie. All right? And so we shall see how that young man pans out. CJ Stroud, former Ohio State quarterback. Looking forward to see what he brings to the table. Looking forward to see what Bryce Young brings to the table there in Carolina. Atlanta looks really, really interesting as well. Looking forward to see. I'm just ready for some football. That's basically the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the radar. They have the pieces in play. Will this be their year to knock on the door? We shall see. Hey man, I know you guys excited for the National Football League because, hey man, I'm excited and it's being talked about, and we're only a week away from the first game of the season, and that will start in Arrowhead. The Detroit Lions will visit Arrowhead to face the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. It's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. Hit that like and subscribe and be notified when I upload by clicking that button, man. Share my content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. And I'm out. Till the next time.